So today I'll be talking about my Musa Basjoo, or Japanese fiber banana as they're most commonly referred to. I bought this guy, I'd say about 8 months ago at a big box store local to where I am, Canadian Tire. When I first bought this guy, I'd say it was about 3 to 4 feet tall, and over the summer I have cultivated this guy to about 7 feet, I'd say. I wish I could have got it a bit bigger in my first season, but being an inexperienced banana grower, I left a bit to be desired on my watering routine, my fertilizing routine, and things like that. I live on Vancouver Island, zone 8B. It's a bit of a mixed review of what we really are. I've found contradicting points online, but I believe it's 8B where I am right now. So during the winter time, if I was to leave this plant outside, like where it was planted through the season, it would die back to the roots and the root ball, and you'd have to start from scratch in the new year once the spring came. So what I decided to do was preemptively dig this guy up. It's the end of September right now. Put it into a pot in my garage, and we're gonna see if I can help it keep going through the winter, potentially not die back at all, and best case scenario, grow as much as possible during the winter. So with any hope, this guy will get up to its maximum size next year. Hopefully, we'll see. If not, it's not the end of the world. So a bit about these banana plants. Now, as it pertains to light, these guys love lots and lots of sunlight every day. So now that I've brought it into the garage for the winter, with my grow lights here, I have it on a setting for 16 hours of light a day. So it'll turn on for 16 hours and then turn off for the remaining 8 hours during the night. The lights aren't as strong as natural warm sunlight, so I need to do 16 hours compared to, say, 12 hours of sun that they'd get in the summertime around here. And as well, I have the natural light coming through, so these guys are getting more than enough light. So the first step would be proper watering and drainage. So as you can see here, I've moved my banana plant to my garage for the winter time. In the corner here, I actually have quite a bit of natural light coming through. And then as well, I bought a grow light for the winter time. Besides the point though, these bananas are very, very thirsty plants. When I first planted them, I was only watering about once a week, which was nowhere near enough watering. Really stunted their growth, in my opinion. These are actually really easy to tell when you're underwatering because the leaves will really start to wilt. So it's more of a visual representation for me. If I can see the leaves wilting, I'll give them more of a deep water. But for the winter time, I actually bought this really neat watering system. Let's see if I can focus this. Bidet, it is called. So it's a pump. You'll set your timer. So the way I have it right now is once a day, it waters for 2 minutes. So it has a pump and a bucket of water, which will come through at the exact time through these hoses into the plant. So I have 3 set up here, and then 1 into my smaller Musa Basjoos. These are all pups that I've cut off from the mother plant before transplanting for the winter. On top of being a very thirsty plant, they're also really hungry. So just grab this here. Shaky camera. So I've been using this plant food. It's a 10-10-10 mix. Typically for these plants, you want to be fertilizing them, in my opinion, once a week. I started off the season using chicken fertilizer. It worked well, but not as good as I find the 10-10-10 does. It really makes these things grow like crazy. You can see the new offshoot growing here. Pretty much touching my ceiling in my garage. So, as I was saying with these plants, they're really easy growers. You know, if you're not the best with maintenance, they will grow in your yard, definitely. But if you want to get the most, maximize, excuse me, these plants, you really need to be on top of the watering, the food schedule, and making sure they're in the proper soil. They really like a moist but well-draining soil. So if you have a very boggy spot in your yard where you have these planted, they're not going to do very well. They'll potentially get root rot and die. So really a great plant. Like these Musa Basjoos, in the proper setting, you can get them to 15 or 20 feet tall and very, very wide, about the same width on them. These guys grow pups, so every year you'll get little offshoots coming off the bottom. Those, you can let them grow, let nature take its course, or do what I did and cut them off and plant those yourself, and those will grow your own banana plants. You can sell them, grow them, do whatever you want with them, but in my opinion, this is one of the best plants you can grow or buy, Musa Basjoo. I have a few different types of bananas as well. I have a blue Java banana tree, which will grow fruit. This Musa Basjoo won't. It's more of an ornamental tree. And then I have some red Abyssinian bananas. Same thing. They're ornamental. They won't grow any fruit. So if you want to hear me talk about those bananas, anything else related to my banana trees, let me know in the comments. If you like the video, show it some love, give it a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.